Hey, what's up? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Solitaire Cash, and maybe you're wondering, can you really make money by just playing this solitaire game, okay? You can see marketing everywhere talking about it. Let's see whether this is the real deal or not, okay? Anytime you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, click the link below, and I'll share with you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I have reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of ways to generate income online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's check out Solitaire Cash to find out if this is the good or the ugly. Can you really make money by just playing a solitaire game? All right, let's check it out. All right, so this is a really interesting one. There are a lot of gaming apps out there, and I've reviewed a lot of them on this channel, right? This one's interesting because they market pretty heavy, and they talk about how you can make extra money every single month just by playing solitaire. So I wanted to take a look to see whether this was the real deal or not. All right, and essentially it's a really cool solitaire game. Actually, it works really well. You can download it from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, right? It's free, it's global, and the way it works is you can compete with other people. Well, that's what they say, you know, quote unquote, you can compete against other people all over the world. You play gaming tournaments, and usually you compete against 2 to 6 other people, right? Now, there are 3 ways that you can make money in this particular game, okay? The first 2 ways are free. So you can just play the game, and you can join, tournaments where you don't have to put in real money. You just put in gems, basically, that you're given in the game. And the more you play those games, the more gems you actually make, all right? Then you can also make bonus cash, all right? So you can make bonus cash that's basically in-app cash, all right? Which you can also win. And then the third way is to put in your own money. That means you actually put down money on your credit card, you buy credits, and you actually play those games, all right? Now, depending on the games that you play, and that's the thing about Solitaire Cash, is that you could just sit there and play gem games all day. You could play bonus cash games all day. But the problem is that it's going to take really long for you to actually, amass enough money to actually play some of those bigger games where you can really, make real money, okay? So you could just play this for fun, but the reality is that if you really wanted to play some of those big games, you're going to have to put some of your own money down, all right? Otherwise, you have to be pretty good in order for you to add up enough gems and bonus cash in order for you to take part in those real money tournaments. I hope that makes sense, okay? So real money tournaments, $3 to $5 a game. Sometimes they're a lot more, right? And it really depends on how good you are, all right? For the most part, if you're not that good at this game, you're not gonna win, okay? That's the thing, all right? Because, again, there have been some people saying that, the people are too good on this game for it to be real. So there have been complaints of people saying that they think that it's bots, right? So you're not really competing against other real people. But obviously, because so many people play this game, there are some people that are just really, really good, okay? So they spend a lot of time playing solitaire. So you will have real human beings that are just really good at playing solitaire. And if you go up against them and you're not so good, the chances that you'll win is very, very slim, all right? So at the end of the day, they don't call this a gambling app, but, if you think about it, a lot of people end up using their own money, and if you're putting down your own money to compete against other people, that's considered gambling, okay? Now, even though solitaire is a game of skill, again, some people have said that the odds are stacked against them. Sometimes the games are rigged and things like that. Again, only you can make that decision. But what I would say is that, after testing this, it is pretty hard, okay? So you have to be pretty good at solitaire. So what I would say is that if you're a beginner on this game, and this is what I would suggest, right? If you're a beginner in this game, then just play the gems and bonus cash games. Don't put in real cash, all right? Because as soon as you start putting in real cash thinking that you're going to win that money, you're going to find that whether it's bots or whether they're real people, just the games, the tournaments, they're really hard, all right? So in order for you to actually win at the tournaments and win real cash, you have to be a really, really good solitaire player. Otherwise, you're just not going to win. All right, so if you want to just play for fun, join the gem and bonus cash games. If you're really good at solitaire and you think you can challenge some of these guys or some of these bots or whatever it is, then maybe put in some of your own money. But just understand that really it is, it's going to be gambling, and the skill level is really, really high for you to kind of, win games, right? Now, here's what some people have said about this, okay? And this is really interesting, right? There's been a lot of different reviews now, 4.6 out of 5 stars. So generally, Solitaire Cash has a really high rating as a game, right? But what a lot of people have said, if you actually dig down into like the 1 stars, right, is that a lot of people have said that, look, it's a fun game, but it's rigged, you know, and for many reasons. They feel like the way that the cards are distributed, the skill level of the opponent, or you know, whether they're real people or bots, are just way too high for it to be real. That's what some people have said. Some people have said that every time they play, they will 100% lose. It's really difficult. And what some really good players have said, and this is really interesting, right? So some people have said that they are really good at the game, they got really good at it, they started crushing, they started making some money, and then they logged in, and all of a sudden, they were limited to the amount of games that they could play. So it almost seemed like Solitaire Cash, once they realized that some of these players are getting really good, they limit them so they can't win too much money, all right? And this is just what, you know, feedback from other people, all right? And so, you know, you got to take this with a pinch of salt, right? So what I would say is that, you know, I think on a whole, it's a great game, okay? It's fun. It works, and you know, if you enjoy Solitaire, then you're definitely going to enjoy this game. If you're coming here because you want to win money, you have to remember that the standard is very, very high. Okay, so if you're not that good at playing Solitaire, the chances that you'll win money as a sort of a side hustle thing is very slim. Now, if you are really good at Solitaire, you can give it a shot, but there have been, you know, people complaining that they do get limited after a little while. So maybe you can get in there, make a little bit, and then, you know, perhaps your account might get limited, but you know, you're gonna have to test it yourself. I think every single person is a little bit different. They have a slightly different experience, but overall, I think it's a pretty cool thing. Their marketing is a little bit hypey because it does say that you can win, you know, lots of money and things like that. I think it's pretty difficult to do that. This is more just for fun. You might be able to win a little bit of money, but if you're looking at this like, you know, this, you want to use this to quit your job, there's absolutely no way that you're going to be able to do that, unfortunately, okay? So a little bit of bonus cash if you're really good at Solitaire, but this is not going to replace your full-time income, you know, help you travel the world, nothing like that, all right? But still a pretty cool application anyway, if you want to check it out. Solitaire Cash at the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, all right? Now, if you're watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to generate big income, right? Now, on this channel, if this is the first time you're here, I have reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online, all sorts of different games, apps, websites, business models, right? I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, unfortunately, there aren't that many good ways. A lot of them are pretty crappy, honestly. A few in the middle, you know, a handful of good ones, all right? Now, out of the handful of good ones that I've tested, I put in my own money into, right? There's one that completely changed my life. I used it to quit my full-time job. I actually generate 5 times what I used to in my old corporate job with this strategy online. I think it's great for beginners. Anybody that's looking to make serious income online, but obviously you have to put in the work, all right? But if you would like to check that out, I've got a free masterclass that goes through it step by step. It's right below this video, so all you need to do is just click the link right below this video and you can access that free masterclass to check out that strategy if you would like, okay? I hope you enjoyed this review of Solitaire Cash. All the best to you, and I will see you on another video review. Take care.